Hello, everyone. My art corner is kind of a disaster, and my roommates get home tomorrow. This is what we're working with. Everything is pretty scattered, and especially my desk is a huge mess. And since my roommates are kind enough to let me keep all of my art stuff over here, I want to keep it clean and so that they don't come home to a disaster. Um, ugh, let's get started. Okay, I think I need to move this stuff out of here. I am working on a painting right now, but this doesn't need to be here. Put that back. Okay. Oh man. This is a lot. These need to be washed. Um this, whoa, my goodness. Okay. It's been super rainy the last couple days, which has been really nice, and I've been enjoying that. But I don't want to get out of bed in the morning when that's the case because it is super cozy and just so nice when it's like that. It's definitely fall time, and it's really exciting that the fall months are upon us. I need to clean these off. Um, I need to clean these off. They are so covered in paint. I just need to take the time to actually do that. Let's see. Up there. So I keep all of these strips of tape because I reuse them, and I don't really know a better solution other than just to have them like that. So I think I'm just gonna leave that. Honestly, this is not that bad. Still not great, but it has been a lot worse. So I do want to paint these guys here, these little chess jewelry things, which I'm gonna have to take the hardware off and prime, paint, design, all that. But I think that would be a fun project and a nice break from the collection that I'm working on. Let me know if you would want to see a video on that. I I don't know where I want to put these. I think I'll just put them right on my desk. Um, this is a piece of a shelf that broke in transit. Um, it is, or it was my grandparents' shelf. It's in the garage, but I need to figure out how to reattach this. I need to get some like wood glue, and yeah, we'll see what happens with this. But it needs to be all kept together and in a safe spot. And what would that look like? In a drawer, maybe. I think that's enough room. Oh, see, this is why we need to have closed organization. Um, got some of these micron pens. Honestly, I don't know if you're seeing any of these things that I'm holding up, but I really like these. However, I have had bad luck with them kind of drying out. And I don't know if it's something that I'm doing wrong. So if you know or have any tips or tricks, I would love to know because they're expensive and I don't want to keep wrecking them and having to buy new ones. You know, that's not cool or sustainable. My dad got me this little saw. I'm not gonna hold it up close because I don't know what YouTube's all about. I don't know if they would cancel that, whatever. Here's my business cards. Oh my gosh. So I'll show you they're really thick. This is the back side or front side, I don't know. And this is the back side. Has my information on it. Or maybe I should hold it like that. I didn't put a website on it because I didn't really have one at the time. And so I do have one now that is more of just like a portfolio and just to show people what I have, the collection that I'm working on. And then I actually got these from Moo, I think is what it's called. They're really thick and like a nice kind of matte. I ordered some that are just blank as well, so that when I am displaying these in a coffee shop, brewery, wherever, I'll have a little plaque that I can write on and like the price, the title, what it's made of, all of that fun stuff. But yeah, those are my business cards, and I'm really stoked about them. It makes it kind of feel like I'm a real business because I am, but it just kind of makes it more real, I would say. I need to start carrying some of these in my car though, because then if I'm at a place and I want to hang my art there, then I can just give them a business card and not have to go back or contact them a different way. Um, Scissors does not need to live there. And a piece to the pegboard, which I'm not actually certain where this is supposed to go. Maybe here. Doesn't seem right, but it's okay. My roommate is in the roller derby, and they had a match, and it was tourists versus wildlife, and the sticker says "Do not pet the bison," which is so true. The amount of people that come to Yellowstone and like approach these wild animals that are huge, have horns on them. I truly don't get it. There's so many signs out in the park and literally everywhere that say do not approach wildlife, but people do it anyway. And I think that's wild. I don't know what to do with my finished paintings for the collection. We don't really have much room to hang them in the house. Well, I suppose I could hang them on that wall. But I also don't want to put a million. Whoa. I also don't want to put a million holes in the wall. I don't know what to do. Um, I do need to put the hanging wire on the back and varnish most of them. These two are, and another one is, but that's it out of the eight that I now have because I just made another one. And yeah, I like that's the struggle is I don't know what to do with these. And that's also why I can't do oil paint because what am I gonna do with those? They're wet. I don't know, man. So we're just gonna set them over there. And this is a drawing that I did for to use on my dad's painting for his birthday. I don't know if you can even see it, but it's more rose mauling, and I like to keep these stencils and mock-ups because I think it's really cool to see. And I don't know if I should like buy little clips, like kind of like the little clips that are holding my paint tubes, if I should clip them and then put a nail up and just stack them. Because I think that would be cool to have them displayed and see the sketches. I don't really know what to do about that though. But yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good idea. This is my scanner. So any of the smaller paintings or artworks, I scan with this thing. It did take quite a learning curve and I still don't fully understand it. Did something bite this cord? What is wrong with this thing? But it takes really great scans and very high quality. I think I just got it off of Amazon or something. It was not the cheapest of them, but it definitely wasn't the most expensive because they can get really expensive. For the larger paintings, I've been using my camera or my iPhone. I think I've been using my camera though. But this doesn't need to be sitting up there because I also just don't use it all that much. So I think I'm going to put it underneath this hope chest that I have. Out of sight, out of mind, baby. Oh, let's see. I have so much stuff under here. I did prep this already. Um, so I need to make something on it. And I think I want to make something for me because I made a painting for my mom with this canvas, this like wood plank, and I loved it. And so I think I would like to have something like that for myself as well. Or actually, I might write Velkommen on it. That's how you say it, which is welcome in Swedish. And then do like rose mauling around it. I think I'll do that. That sounds more fun. And I need more kind of creative projects that are not for other people. I love working on this collection, but it does get repetitive and I've been working so hard on it that I haven't had time to really work on anything for me personally, you know? And that's just the way she'd be. This is all clear. Um, my piano is under here if you couldn't tell, and it gets pretty dusty. I do love playing, but it's just another hobby that I don't have time for all the time. This blanket though is from my grandparents' house. I'm not exactly sure who made this one, but I love that it looks kind of like watermelon and then it will look like Christmas themed. And I'm so excited for Christmas decorating this year because I have a bunch of my grandparents' items, and so it's gonna be so special to me. I don't know if you can see right here. Maybe, probably not, just out of frame. But there's these glass ornaments that are hanging from the light fixture there, and I always saw them at my grandparents' house, and so I'm excited that I can also have them in my house now. Just have a little piece of them. I don't I don't even know what to do with that stuff down there. I feel like cleaning is just kind of like doing musical chairs with stuff that I don't have space for. I don't know. I think I'll just get rid of this packaging. Well, this holds my business cards, but I really do I need this? Ugh, I'll hold on to it for a second. I don't know. I can't get rid of this though, because do I really need this? Not really, because even if these stats on the canvas are like on here, I can always just look it up too, because these canvases aren't changing. Although the packaging did. They have a new design on it, and I actually kind of love it. This is the old one, where it's like neon green, but I don't know. I like this one more. We have my Goal Zero charging cord, which I don't really need to be sitting there. I can put that in this basket and hide it there. My dad gave me this square tool. I don't know if it was from my grandpa's woodworking room, but or if it was my dad's, but either way, super sick. But it doesn't belong on the floor. I feel like that's a common theme. Oh, oh my gosh, my desktop isn't even connected to part of the leg. What? Look at that. This. Oh, what was that? A little guy. You fell. We're not gonna touch any of this stuff. I'm not doing a deep clean right now. This is a look tidy. Shove everything kind of where it should go, but also not that serious. I have a candle making kit from my sister-in-law that I got for Christmas that I haven't used yet, and I want to, but again, I just need to make time for it. Honestly, is what the deal is. And then I have my leftover paint from my dresser that I don't necessarily want to put in the garage because it's not temperature controlled. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I don't know what to do with all of these records because now that they're growing, I don't have a spot to put them. I have a ton of albums now. Honestly, this is so small to compare to other people, but it's growing quite a lot. Um, and the shelves that I installed on the wall only hold a few at a time, unless I want them all to fall over and break. So they're currently sitting on the floor. I want to find a good solution that isn't going to take up a bunch of floor space because clearly I don't have a lot of room to work with. And I don't know if there is like a very kind of narrow and tall box that I can get to set these in that would go along the side here. If you have any brilliant ideas, let me know. But I don't want a huge record stand because I already have the turntable on the hope chest, and I like I said, I don't really have any room to do anything else. So there is like a little bit of space behind over right here that I could maybe fit something alongside the piano. But I feel like putting something like right here, just like right here, because I'm not walking this way anyway, and I have most of my art stuff here. So feel like this might be the best solution, I guess. I don't know. It's not like I can make more space. I do also usually have this sitting on top of here. Um, so I do need to move this. I don't know where to put them, man. This needs to get varnished anyway. I think I'll varnish this next, so I'm gonna set it over there instead. it is cool how the varnish kind of just brings them back to life because that one's starting to look a little dull because it's fully dried and everything. But it is very cool, but also very nerve wracking because what if it didn't work or it's streaky, whatever. I'm actually gonna dust this first. It needs a good dusting. This is one of those things that as an adult you don't realize how often you need to do. It's kind of annoying, especially because I am a trinket girly, and so everything is just gets covered in dust, and then you're constantly dusting all the time. Ugh, being an adult, man. Things things you don't realize. I feel like I'm such a grandma. In this outfit, I'm talking about my trinkets. Could be worse. Let's put this back. I am sticking on the grandma theme. I do need to also start polishing my silver again, which includes this bowl. You can see the patina. Let's see if you can see it. It's just not as shiny and it has that, like, I don't know why I'm orange, but here we are. This is a horse clock that my grandpa made. I need to put new batteries in it because they are certainly dead. But is that not so cute? I also have this one that he made all of us grandkids. So I'm matching all my cousins and my brothers. And I think that's really sweet. This would be perfect for a mantle, I think. Um, I just feel like I don't want to put it in front of our TV because it is on the lower side. I suppose I can go see what it looks like. Um, Thing is, I don't know where to put these because I don't have that many surface areas. I don't have like a skinny shelf to put it on either. Oh, I don't know. Let me go see if this works over on the mantle. I am really excited to start decorating for fall and winter, like I said. Because it blocks part of the TV and like I don't mind that, but I don't want my roommates to be upset. So let's maybe actually I think this could go behind this antler. Doesn't look the best though. Maybe over here. It's not the best look, but I think it's just gonna have to do because I certainly don't like it over there. Um, she's gonna have to be the way she is. Let's line these puppies up. All right, the art corner is cleaned. It is tidy. There's not paint laying all around. I am probably gonna mess it up uh, within the week, but keeping it tidy, at least for them to come home to, is gonna be really nice for them. And I don't love that I have to have this thing on here. It is because the paintings, when they rest on the sharp kind of metal edge, it takes off the paint. So until I find a better solution, that's just the way it is. I'm not going to pay for anything new, especially when it's just going to be a rag anyway. But besides the point, I feel so much better about this area. And I did get a rug. I don't know if you've noticed, but I bought it from my good friend for 20 bucks. And it's nice that I don't have to worry about like paint getting on the floor, even though the landlords are going to replace the carpet if and when we move out. And so I'm not like too worried about it, but it's just nicer. It makes it cuter as a whole. It like separates the art corner from the living room a little bit more. But I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Like it if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Eh, eh. Why am I so orange? No, don't move closer. Okay.